Hello everyone, this is Dr. Shawn Pourgol. I'm an osteopath, and today I want to speak to you about financial differences between the chiropractic and manual osteopathy profession in Canada. You might be wondering, what are those white stuff on the ground? I'm not in Panama, I'm not in Naples, Florida. Yes, I'm back in Canada. That's why the hat, the jacket, and all the gloves. I thought I never see snow anymore in my life. My plan was never to see snow anymore, but life had other plans for me. I had to come back to Canada, and I had to stay in quarantine for 2 weeks. This is my day 3. That I got my freedom. I can go out in the neighborhood, walk, do my run, and I get to see snow, which is interesting. It is nice. It is nice to see snow for a few weeks, but not more than a few weeks. But I love Canada. It's beautiful. You hear the birds. I love to hear birds anywhere I go. It's just a beautiful nature. Canada has one of the most beautiful nature in the world. I just hear the birds. It's beautiful. Thank you, God, for this beautiful life. Every corner of the world is beauty, love, and the signs of God. I'm blessed to have lived and seen all this beauty. Okay, about the financial differences between the two professions in Canada. As you know, the profession of chiropractic has originated from osteopathy. Dr. Palmer, the founder of chiropractic, was one of the first students of the Dr. Stills in US. He wanted to open an osteopathic college, didn't get along, they didn't make a deal, and he got upset. He left school without finishing it, and he changed the philosophy from emphasizing a nervous system, the blood system as in osteopathy, to the nervous system in chiropractic. Also, he put a lot of emphasis on the high velocity, low amplitude HVLA techniques, the manipulation techniques, and created a new profession called chiropractic. But all chiropractic techniques that were originally founded, they were all osteopathic techniques. Even the terms like adjustment, subluxation, they were all osteopathy terms. But after chiropractors started to use them, osteopaths changed those terms. Instead of subluxation, they call lesion. Fixation. Physiotherapists use it. Lesion, osteopathic lesions. And instead of adjustment, they called it osteopathic manual medicine or osteopathic manual therapy, or osteopathic manipulative therapy. Different terms for it. But they basically are all the chiropractic techniques have roots in osteopathy. In regards to finances, both chiropractic and manual osteopathy in Canada have similar gross income. Manual osteopaths who are not my students, they have annual income of about $90,000 in Canada. My students, they make gross income $150,000 a year because we teach them over 200 business lectures about anything from asset protection, tax planning, marketing, and so on. Also a lot of lectures about improving their brain, and we are famous for graduating successful manual osteopaths. Our students generally do better in business because they know more about business than other manual osteopaths. We get even tons of other manual osteopaths from other schools register in our schools just for our business lectures. And chiropractors on average make about $100,000 or so in Canada. The gross income is the same between the two professions, but the net income differs widely. Chiropractors on average spend about 50% of their gross income on operating the business on clinic expenses, while manual osteopaths generally their operating expenses is lower than 20%. It ranges between 10 to 20%. They don't have much operating expenses, manual osteopaths. So while gross income they're the same, the net income of manual osteopaths is a lot higher than chiropractors. Regarding how much they charge, manual osteopaths typically in Canada charge from $80 to $140 per hour. They work per hour. They work on time basis, while chiropractors work per session basis, per treatment basis. Rarely a chiropractor charges per time, per hour. By the way, I studied both chiropractic and osteopathy. I have a doctoral program both in chiropractic and osteopathy, so I know very well the both professions. And I had many clinics. Right now, I operate Osteopathic Chronic Pain Clinics of Canada. I founded it in September 2017 in Toronto with one clinic. Now we have 333 clinics in 30 countries, including US, Spain, and other countries. So I know both professions inside out. And before I had a lot of chiropractic clinics too. At one time I had 58 clinics. Offering multidisciplinary clinic offering chiropractic, osteopathy, acupuncture, massage therapy, psychology, rehab, and so on. So I am very well versed in these two professions. So manual osteopaths in Canada charge $80 to $140 per session, while chiropractors charge per treatment usually $20 to $40 per session. Their treatment, depending on the chiropractor, ranges from 5 minutes to 20 minutes per session. Regarding insurance, extended health plan, work insurance, insurance that the employees have at work that pays for their extended health coverage. They cover both manual osteopaths and chiropractors. Are alumni covered by most manual for most insurers in Canada that cover manual osteopathy. The government health plan does not cover either profession. It used to cover chiropractic decades ago, but not anymore. It was paying like $9.65 per chiropractic session. It doesn't pay that anymore for over 20 years or so. So EHP insurers, private health insurers, they pay for that. Auto insurers, for those patients who injured in a motor vehicle accident, they pay for that also. Insurers that cover slip and fall and tort cases, they cover both for manual osteopathy and chiropractic. But Workers' Safety Insurance Board, or in some provinces it's called Workers' Compensation Board, those do not cover manual osteopathy but cover chiropractic. Excuse me, I'm catching cold. I have to close this jacket. The wind. When I was setting the camera, I got warm, but now it's kind of cold. Oh, chilly. Yes, so aside from Workers' Safety Insurance Board, for accidents that happen at works, both professions are covered by most of the insurance cases in Canada. A lot of manual osteopaths work on cash basis. This is very popular but rarely chiropractors work on cash basis. You don't find so many chiropractic patients who pay cash for chiropractic services. They are used mostly to insurance cases, and at one time over half of their patients, half of their income was coming from custom-made foot orthotics covered by insurance companies. But now insurers do not cover custom-made foot orthotics covered by prescribed and dispensed by chiropractic physicians in Canada. While it is good that insurance companies cover manual osteopathy, I always teach my students to focus on cash basis, because insurance always changes. It's never stable, while cash is always stable, and it's a better way to build practice. It is harder, yes, but once you build it, those patients are more loyal. Why the net income of chiropractic profession is a lot lower? It's because they have more operating expenses. Chiropractic doctors are used to own their own clinics. They usually open a clinic with a few rooms because they need to put the patients on machines and physiotherapy machines and modalities and other things. So they need a bigger office. And that the rent is generally higher. While most manual osteopaths, they usually work in one room. They rarely, you don't see it too often that they rent a big space with multiple rooms, because they need to work on a patient for 1 hour. So they basically need one room. They don't need more than one room. So it is very popular for them to just rent a room within another clinic with a chiropractic, rehab, physiotherapy, massage therapy clinic. Additionally, most chiropractors have a receptionist, a secretary, somebody who do their appointments and billing and so on, because they do a lot of insurance billings. While rarely you see a manual osteopath hiring a receptionist, because they don't do insurance billings. Usually patients pay them in cash. Manual osteopath issues a receipt, and the patient does the insurance billing themselves. You rarely see a manual osteopath do all the insurance paperwork, while with chiropractors you rarely see that they allow the patients to do the insurance paperwork. Most chiropractors, as a favor to the patient, to make the patient's life easier, they do the insurance billing for the patient to offer a competitive service to attract patients. While manual osteopaths, they usually fully booked, and they don't need to do that extra service for patients to bring patients in. Patients come in anyway, and that's another difference. Most chiropractors struggle to get patients in, while most manual osteopaths are fully booked. And that is why we also get so many chiropractors to come and study osteopathy, because by becoming a manual osteopath, they bring in a lot of new customers, new clients to their businesses. It is famous for that. If you open a Yellow Pages or a directory, you see a lot of advertising for chiropractors. If you go to malls, you see them having a booth trying to attract new clients. While you never see things like that with manual osteopaths. They rarely do advertising through word of mouth. They usually get fully booked practices anyway. Also, if they get 8 patients a day, they're fully booked, because they work on an hourly system, while chiropractors, especially those who see the patient 5 minutes, 10 minutes, they have to bring at least 30-40 patients a day to make a lucrative practice. So they have to bring a lot more patients, so they have to do a lot more marketing. So these are a little differences in financial ways between chiropractic and manual osteopathy. I always recommend to people to become manual osteopaths. Manual osteopaths do wonders in treating chronic pain. Chiropractors are focused mostly on acute pain, and acute pain usually sometimes goes away by itself. Sometimes with a few Advils or Tylenol it goes away, and then patient also has a lot of opportunities like other professional, acupuncture, physiotherapy, massage therapy, to deal with that. While not so many professions can handle chronic pain, and as such being specialized in chronic pain is very lucrative because you don't have much competition in the business. And that is why exactly because the ability of manual osteopaths to treat chronic pain, they are usually fully booked, and that is why the profession is so lucrative for them. Both chiropractic and manual osteopathy, they are amazing professions. They are both good. They both provide great services to the public. They just differ in how they do so. They're both amazing professions. I love both of them. I studied chiropractic first. I was a chiropractor first before I became a manual osteopath. They're both amazing professions, but financially, while it looks like chiropractic has a higher gross income, but in the long term, manual osteopaths make a lot more money. I wrote a blog post, and in over 20 years, on average, manual osteopaths make over $500,000 more than chiropractors. When you calculate a few things that I don't want to get into this video, you can read my blog post for that, but mainly due to less operating cost, manual osteopaths enjoy more cash in their pockets, while chiropractors have higher gross income, but a lot of their money goes to operating expenses. It's a lot more headache running a chiropractic practice than a manual osteopathic practice. Manual osteopathy is very simple. They only basically have rent and phone and some headrest papers and so on as expenses. No receptionist, no need to do insurance billing or paperwork. Patients do the insurance billing themselves, so it's a lot more relaxed job. I usually speak more, but I'm freezing. My voice starts to shake, so I have to cut it short. My fingers, even with the gloves, start to catch cold. My nose is cold, and I have to finish it. But one more time with the birds. I love nature. I love God, and I wish wherever you are, you have a wonderful day, and I pray for you to have a healthy, happy, wealthy day, and God bless. Please stay safe and enjoy your life. Thank you for watching this video, and I love you. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.